Hello, babies. Mimzie's outside on your swing set. It feels delightful. Today, right now, there's lots of little boys and girls that are having a stressful time at school because most states make them take a test every year. I know they did when I taught in Texas, and I know that this week in Arkansas we're taking a test. And some kids are having a real hard time. So I wanted to read this book, just especially for those kids that have to take those silly state tests. Boo hiss, boo hiss. So this one's called BIG TEST JITTERS by Julie Danneberg and illustrated by Judy Love. I just love her name, Judy Love. And I'll try to be still because I don't want anybody to get car sick while I'm reading the book. Look at that. That looks just like a school that I have been to before, where all the children outside getting ready to go in. I see that all the time. Oh, and here, this is a special. This is the teacher, okay? This is Mrs. Hartwell. Oh, I like that name. Hartwell. Like she's got a well heart. I like that. It's not as good as Spalding, but I still, it's got a lot of, je ne sais quoi. Mimzie is not French. Mrs. Hartwell felt good. Really good. Really, really good. You go, Miss Hartwell. All year long, her students had worked hard, learned lots, and had fun. I would hope my babies at my school would say that about me. Maybe not. And now, as the school year neared its end, Mrs. Hartwell told her students that they were ready to take the big test. Oh, we know the big test. Different states have different names, but we all know about that big test. Look at those kids. They're like, oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Yuck, said Eddie. Eddie, man, I am feeling Eddie. Double yuck, said Alexandria. That says it even stinks, doesn't it? Double, triple, quadruple yuck, said Josh. I hate tests, sang Josh. Mrs. Hartwell laughed. Ha 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 ha. Don't worry, this test is just a chance to show how much you've learned. I like Miss Hartwell's attitude. Like addition, Emily shouted out. And reading, said Maria. And science, Jack joined in. Science, Mimzie's favorite is science. Mrs. Hartwell nodded in agreement. This is a good book. Here's the whole class sitting out. Sometimes it's easier if I fold the pages to read it, but I wanted you to see the whole class all together. Miss Love, you did a great job drawing pictures for this book. Leaning forward, she added, we still have one thing left to learn, though. The class was confused. But you just said we were ready, Daniel said. You are, almost, but on a test you also have to know how to show what you know, explained Mrs. Hartwell. It's the last thing we have to learn. It'll be fun. Those kids are thinking, Miss Hartwell, that does not sound fun. Let me scoot up here. Mimzie and this swing are going rounds. I'm about ready to I think I'll sit on the ground. I'm not so old I can't get up and down off the ground. So during reading time that morning, Mrs. Hartwell sent the students straight to their seats. Today we're going to practice our sitting still for long periods of time skill. Don't you know it? Don't you know it? I want you to read at your seat and work by yourself. Yeah, that's a good thing to be practicing right now. That doesn't sound like fun to me, Eddie grumbled as he took out his book. Look, for real, I wish somebody would make me sit all day by myself and read a book. The class worked quietly. The reading part was easy. Sitting still without making a sound was hard. For Andy, it was impossible. I know, Andy. I know, Andy. Andy, I see you. You know who you are. You're going to come tell me tomorrow, Miss Spalding, am I Andy? And I'm going to go, are you? All the teachers out there know Andy. During recess, while everyone else ran and played, Andy ran and played and worried. Oh, bless his heart. Don't worry, Andy. After recess, Andy's stomach hurt. Oh, I know about that too. He asked to go to the nurse. Okay, said Mrs. Hartwell sadly, but you'll be missing this afternoon. Let's all read the directions lesson. Eddie didn't mind. That doesn't sound like a good time either. Ooh, look at that. On Tuesday morning, Mrs. Hartwell said, Friday is the day of the big test. Since we don't want any bubble trouble when we take it, we're going to practice our fill-in-the-bubble skills. Ooh, she does not look like she's having a good time with her bubble skills. Everyone worked hard. Everyone did just fine. Everyone, that is, except Emily and Maria. Ooh, I've seen test papers like that. Scantrons. Go easy with the pencils, people. Go easy with the pencils. By the time they were done working, Emily had a headache and Maria felt shivery all over. They asked to go to the nurse. Oh, this poor nurse. Okay, said Mrs. Hartwell, looking concerned, but you're going to miss our morning of the test nutrition lesson. Ooh, nutrition. Nutrition sounds like a snacky snack. Ooh, Mimzie, I do love a good snacky snack. Emily and Maria took their pass and rushed out the door. They were not interested in a nutrition lesson, were they? Not even a little bit. On Wednesday morning, Mrs. Hartwell said, today we're going to take a practice test. See, she's even got it written on the board. Practice test today. And the hands go up. Do we have to sit still for long periods of time? Asked Andy. Yes, said Mrs. Hartwell. Do we have to fill in bubbles? Said Emily. And be sure to follow the directions? Asked Maria. Yes, you do, said Mrs. Hartwell, who smiled encouragingly. Remember, this test is a chance to show what you know before the timer goes off. Now, I do know that a lot of our tests are not timed so much like they used to be. When I was a little girl, I can remember them saying, stop, put your pencils down. At my school, they are not timed anymore. Although most of the class did just fine, by the time the practice test was over, Daniel had gone to the nurse. Man, they are wearing out that nurse. I hope she's got lots of cough drops and Kleenex. As Mrs. Hartwell watched him go, she felt bad. Really bad. Really, really bad. Miss Hartwell's too nice. I tell them to sit down. They'll be fine. On Wednesday afternoon, just before the bell, Mrs. Hartwell reminded everyone that tomorrow was the last day before the big test. We know, Eddie said grumpily. This big test is no fun. I can't wait for it to be over. Oh, Eddie, all of us, Eddie. All the other students nodded in agreement. As Mrs. Hartwell straightened up her desk, she said, tomorrow will be better. I promise. They're going to hold you to that, Miss Hartwell. They're going to hold you to that. I am too. Look at them all lined up. When the students entered the classroom on Thursday, Mrs. Hartwell greeted them with a smile. You've worked hard this year, learned lots and had fun, right? She said. Yeah, said the class. And this week we practiced how to show what you know, right? Right, said the class hesitantly. Now it's time for the most important lesson of all, said Mrs. Hartwell. The class groaned as she told everyone to line up. Looks ominous, doesn't it? They're not quite ready for the most important lesson of all. They're in line, but they do not look happy. Look at those grumpy faces. Miss Hartwell looks fine, but these kids, they're a hot mess. They're not ready. Mrs. Hartwell walked her students down the hall. Everyone felt a little bit nervous. Mrs. Hartwell walked her students right up to the door of the library. Everyone felt a lot nervous. They gasped when she hung a sign on the library door. I feel sick, said Eddie. Library closed. Student testing. Teacher friends, look at Eddie. Do we know? Is that the teachers or the kids? That's the teachers. Eddie is every teacher right now in testing season. Stop worrying and just relax. Oh, look, it's a fun party for all the testers. Test, you can do it. Good luck. There's snacky snacks, and fun activities, and they can make their own thinking caps. How exciting. I wonder if that will work for 7th grade science students. Do we think they need thinking caps? Because I will do anything. I will make thinking caps for all my 7th graders if we think that'll work. Y'all tell me. So the class just did that. And the class did just that. And when the students finished the big test on Friday, they feel good. Really good. Really, really good. Well, that's just great. That is great. I really liked that book. I might have to read that to my students at school, live and in person. If you have take a test really soon, try not to worry about it, because at the end of the day, it doesn't tell us how good a person you are or how smart you are, because just some of us are not the best at taking tests, and that is okay. It is perfectly fine to not be the greatest test taker ever of all time. You can even be a bad test taker, and it's still going to be fine, because no matter what, Mimzie still loves you.